One of the most iconic things about Sydney is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Now there's a couple of ways to do it. You can do the Sydney Climb, where they take you to the top of the bridge for a lot of money, or you can do what we are doing. In this video, we're gonna share our experience walking on the Sydney Harbour Bridge for free. Let's begin.
This is our view from our hotel, the Hyatt Regency on Darwin Harbour. Gorgeous view, but we gotta go try out the free Harbour Bridge walk. Not the $300 one, but the one where you can just walk on the bridge. If you're curious about our hotel stay at Hyatt Regency, you might want to come and check out our full tour. It's actually a beautiful hotel. There is a special staircase that we have to take in order to go up the bridge. So the first step is we're going to put the instructions not for the bridge, but for that staircase.
So like we mentioned before, we're heading to the Sydney Harbour Bridge, but we're not going to do the climb, which was going to be around $420 for the four of us. We are going to walk the bridge, which is free. Sydney Harbour Bridge staircase.
On Google Maps, it just says bridge stairs. From Hyatt Regency Sydney, it's about a 22-minute walk. We are heading out. It's exactly noon. It is a beautiful day in Sydney. It's perfect weather, 60s, 70s, in daytime, half-sleeve shirts, no jackets. You can see the sign, Hyatt Regency Sydney. And here is a look of the Hyatt Regency from the outside. One of the things that we have really enjoyed in Sydney is just walking the street.
So this is the King Street that we have been taking past two trips.
What do you think of the weather in Sydney?
Oh, today the weather is ideal. It's a little bit windy, there's sun, it's not cold, not hot, it's just perfect.
We lucked out.
Yep.
Right, we're approaching Slip Street and the Bristol. Here's Solander Dining and Bar, West Hotel. Wide streets. If you have strollers, wheelchairs, you can check Sydney. You're not going to have any trouble navigating or walking around the CBD area. All right, we got to make a right
Erskine
on Erskine Street. There we go. Man, I'm loving this walk over.
Now Sydney's initiative to reduce the use of plastic bottles has really actually worked out for us, because we have not gone to the Easy Mart at all to purchase water. Every hotel, all the streets, they do have water bottle refill station, and we have our own bottles. We have been refilling. So it is very convenient when you're walking with the kids. We only bring one water bottle and we refill it whenever we need it.
As we approach the Sydney Harbour Bridge, we are going to be entering the area known as the Rocks.
Now, as you're learning about the Rocks, this is the oldest neighborhood in Sydney, and with the European settlers moving here in 1788, this is the place where the convicts built the first house and shop.
All right, we are on Margaret Street, heading.
I think now we're on the York Street.
All right, Alia, how's the navigation coming along?
We're not too far. It actually says 9 minutes, but we can see the start of the bridge, if I'm correct.
There is a no pedestrian access sign over there, but this is probably where we can go and access the main staircase that will lead us to the bridge. Now here is the quick map of the rocks that Alia was talking about.
Now the first thing is the Harbour Bridge stairs, bridge climb, then you have Circular Quay, the Rock Square, and then you have an observatory park.
You can see from where we are right now up to the bridge stairs is an 8-minute walk. As of right now, I don't see a lot of tourists, crowds. It is a Friday in Sydney, but generally by the quay, by the wharfs where all the ferries are leaving, at this point you see a lot of tourists, but this seems a nice and relaxing walk with locals on their bikes and ice creams and whatnot, just walking around. So it's like a nice residential area that you walk to. Got the first sighting of the bridge
You
right.
can see the bridge, yeah.
Yeah, in front of us. From a street's perspective, there's a sign for Gloucester Street. And this area is reminding me of when we were in Hong Kong.
Yes.
You and I said it together.
Yes, because this reminded me of the same walk. By the side, there were buildings, there were highways, but we had a very peaceful walkway to walk on, and there was some green.
And here's a view on the other side. That's the rocks teppanyaki. You can see your skyline right behind. Yeah, I'm really liking this little
Huge buildings around
adventure.
us.
So when you sightsee different cities around the world, you're always torn. There are main touristy areas, there's touristy things to do. One of the things that we have enjoyed the most are free things, and especially local things. And
Yeah.
then you get to see things like this. I have no idea. It looks like a fig. I have no idea what that is. Anybody who's watching this video, we are in Australia. This is Sydney. What is this? I wonder how old some of these buildings are, knowing that this neighborhood goes all the way back to the 1700s when the convicts first came here. Now there's a staircase here, but if you look at the sign, it says Cumberland Street, Cahill Walk, Circular Quay, Royal Botanic Garden, all in that way.
It tells us to take a left right here. So if we move here, this is where we're going.
So this is the staircase?
Yes, bridge stairs.
Oh, perfect. I actually stopped just to look at that sign. So this
Yeah.
is where we gotta turn.
Guys, are you ready for the climb or the walk?
And you can see this little thing on the side. That's for bicycles, I think. We saw this in Lisbon as well. We don't really see this in New York City. You can see people are exercising on this bridge. That building is 4th Street Public School. Over there, that top looks very unique. But back to the bridge perspective, I do notice a lot of people are running up this ramp. So you can take this bridge or come up the ramp directly. Here, if you make a left, Botanic Gardens and Opera House. If you do the right, Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Rocks and Mills Points up ahead.
Carnival cruise!
Okay, we're big cruisers,
Oh, wow.
and Carnival have been our go-to cruise ship, and very excited to see one of our own. And you can see the Sydney Opera
my
right behind it. So
I just saw that.
how iconic of a picture is this?
I cannot believe that the cruise ship could come so up close to that area that we were hanging out. It did not look that big. For reference, we have been on 2 cruises at 2 different times on this Carnival Splendor. And looking at Sydney Opera House right behind, I think we have done justice to the Sydney Opera House by looking at it from every angle. We have seen it up close from the bottom, we have seen it right in front of us from the ferry, and now we are a little bit higher, and looking down at it is completely different perspective.
Yeah.
And I think this is my favorite.
Yeah, just take a look at that. That looks beautiful. This staircase takes you down, and then you join the walk that will take you on the Harbour Bridge. But you can continue walking and join the Sydney Harbour Bridge from here, or that interesting looking staircase that we came up with on the other side over there.
The opening ceremony was on 19th March 1932. This tablet was unveiled by His Excellency Sir Philip Woolcott Game, Governor of the state of New South Wales, who presided at the opening ceremony on 19th March 1932. His Excellency named the structure Sydney Harbour Bridge and the roadway linking the city with the northern suburbs, Bradfield Highway.
By the way, we always get super excited when we see cruise ships, and if you have not seen us on cruise ships, you may want to check some of our cruise ship videos out. As soon as you're done with the cruise, we can't wait to book another cruise, and we have another one coming up. We're going to be heading to Alaska on Royal Caribbean.
That's a special one for
That's
us.
that's a special one, and we just came back from Aruba just maybe about 8 weeks ago. It's another look at the neighborhood called the Rocks below.
And if you look at the streets down below, they look pretty nice to walk on. There's hotels, smaller hotels with nice taverns outside or restaurants. This is a fun place to just walk on.
This was the original neighborhood we wanted to stay at because we were looking at a couple of hotels in this neighborhood. We just spent 10 minutes hanging out here, reading the history, walking, taking pictures, and admiring the view of the streets below, high rises, ships, and the opera. Now we're gonna go start the tour. Let's see how long it takes to reach Midway. Now where we're coming from is called Cahill Walk. Sydney Harbour Bridge is here, and this is the official bridge entrance. So where we came from is Cahill Street, Alia, and the official bridge entrance, I believe, is this one. This seems like the main one compared to where we came from. So either or, you're not gonna go wrong. Right next to Alia is an abandoned train station.
It said railway, so yeah.
Interesting. And here you can see a lot more people, coming in and out. This is, it is an elevator. So if you don't want to climb those steps, you can just continue walking where we were and take that elevator up to this place. Now in Sydney, remember, it's always appropriate to walk on to the left side. In New York, it's walk towards on your right. Kind of like driving, you want to stay to the left. This path is clearly used both by pedestrian and folks who are out and about jogging, exercising. So you got to be mindful as you're walking. You don't want to take the whole path like what's in front of us. Step to your one side. Let's check out that apartment building. Now for a Friday, there are people, but it's not super crowded. You can stand here. You can look over the edge. So it's not crazy crowded or anything. It's nice and relaxing to walk on the bridge. And here we are entering, I would say officially the bridge. And check out this view. Oh, that was worth the walk.
There's a train behind us. Double decker.
Oh.
Wow.
I wonder where that train goes. Now, from a pictures perspective, yes, you can do what Alia's gonna demonstrate. You can peek through this little opening here, but as far as taking pictures where you're standing and the beautiful view behind you, because of this and this, it's a difficult shot. You can totally do this. I don't know if you can see this, but down below, right there, that's a really nice area. This little spot, right next to the cruise ship, with the view of the Sydney Opera. Although with the cruise ship in the way, I'm sure your pictures are blocked for today. Now when you come here to take pictures, generally there's a lot of space. If I show you, right, there's people walking here, so if you stand on the side and take some pictures, you can. It doesn't seem like you're in people's way, but there's a lot of people stopping and taking pictures and stuff. I will agree with Alia, the view of the Sydney Opera House from the bridge is definitely the best view that you can get. From different bridge walks around the world, the one that comes to my mind is the iconic Brooklyn Bridge. So of course you want to compare that. This is unlike Brooklyn Bridge, because on Brooklyn Bridge you're on top, you're not right next to the traffic, you are hearing the traffic. And the Brooklyn Bridge design is so iconic, although that bridge is crowded. So to get your ideal pictures, you gotta go there early or late. We're here prime time at noon on a beautiful day in Sydney, and you can see plenty of walking space.
And right here you can see people climbing down the bridge. If you want to do the climb on the bridge, there's also tours for that. And this is the point where I think they're ending the tour or the climb.
Yeah. They're ending the climb. Again, it was about $400 for the 4 of us to do that. One more thing to keep in mind, if you do go on the bridge climb, you cannot bring your own phones or cameras. You have to go through, I believe, a metal detector. So you can purchase pictures from them, and that's extra cost.
Yeah.
You can check out the cruise port at Sydney. It actually looks beautiful. A lot of greenery. You typically don't see cruise ports this close to main city. Even the one in Manhattan, it is hidden by all those big buildings and stuff. To see the ship just docked so close to all the major activity, what an ideal cruise port for these Carnival cruisers. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do something that will bring back some memories. I'm gonna zoom in and see if I can see what they're eating on the cruise ship. So let's park our camera here, zoom in all the way at the back. One of the things we loved about Splendor was this pool area in the back. Okay, I can't tell what they're eating, but I can definitely see people walking around the pool deck area. Ali and I were just saying how amazing of a view they must be getting off the Harbour Bridge and the Sydney Opera House. So Ali is checking out that speedboat tour. It's kind of like the one, I think it's called Shark in New York City, or used to be called Shark. Now here you can see the start of that iconic structure of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Here is the Pylon Lookout and Museum. We're gonna go up, show you guys how much it costs to go all the way up to get some of the best views from the bridge. Welcome to the Pylon Lookout and Museum. Last entry will be at 3:30, and it's a celebration of the history of the Sydney icon. General admission is $29.95, concession $23. Child under between 4 and 13 is $15, and anything under is are free. We're gonna continue our free tour because the whole point of this video was not to spend that $400, show you guys a free way to explore the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
But if you are interested in climbing up these 200 stairs, go up, get the ticket, you will get the best lookout and the museum access, and there's also a gift shop.
This is what the stairs look like here. Goes up and up and up. Plus there are some benches for you to rest. All right, now that we have shown you guys how much it costs, we're gonna continue our free adventure on the bridge. You can also see right there, that's where the $400 Harbour Bridge Climb is happening. So you kind of go above the curve. There are a few options there. One is a halfway climb, the other one is a full way climb. You can also do climbs during night or during sunset, which is considered one of the best ones to do because you get a little bit of the daytime and a little bit of the sunset. How's the climb, guys?
It's good. It's fun.
It's fun? You like the view? It's a nice way to experience a beautiful day in Sydney for sure. Now, if you're really creative, you can still squeeze in some great pictures even with these obstructions in the middle, but you can squeeze in like this. Because look at me, Eesa, look at me. 1, 2, smile. Just like that, you can get a shot of the city. So we are now on the other side of the bridge. We're checking out this area across Sydney Opera. Now, right underneath us is a park. You can see a lot of families are sitting there with their picnic. Let's actually see what they're up to.
There is even some tents out there.
Oh, their
That is
food
so
looks
cool.
delicious. There's also an overlook and picnic area across with that view of the Sydney Harbour. just a great.
I am enjoying looking at people having fun and picnicking. It's just so nice. Bridge from far looked really, really long. So I expected the walk was going to be a much longer than this. But this was pretty short and fast.
I mean,
and
I would
sweet.
say 10 minutes at most if you're doing a quick jog around. End to end, even like when getting off of it, when I timed it on Google Maps, it says about 20 minutes. So 20 minutes is a very, very quick walk, but just the main bridge area is like literally 10 minutes. So here we're gonna turn around now. We're gonna start heading back, but you can check this is the other side of the bridge. But stay tuned, we have some facts coming. By the way, the walk back, because now you're on the left hand side, if you want to take pictures, maybe you want to wait until you're walking back, because you're on the left hand side. It's such a natural direction for you to stop, zoom in and snap your picture. You can see the structure of the bridge.
So as we're enjoying and admiring the views and the bridge, we're also trying to learn something about it. And the Sydney Harbour Bridge is a steel arch bridge. It's actually one of the largest steel arch bridge in the world. Now this bridge connects the Sydney CBD to the North Sydney, and it's a major transportation route with 8 traffic lanes, 2 train lines, and open to pedestrians and bicycle paths. Now the construction of this massive bridge took 8 years, starting in 1923, ending in 1932, with the overall cost of £10 million, which in today's world would be 1.5 billion Australian dollars.
Adia, what about a fun fact?
Now the fun fact, initially painting this bridge took 272,000 liters of paint. This is one of the only 2 bridges in Australia that can be legally climbed. Now another thing that is fascinating is that affectionately this bridge is called Coathanger because of its special arch design. And
it does look like a coat hanger from the far.
From when we were looking at it from there, it did look like it.
We had an incredible time on this bridge, on this walk. It's such an easy, free activity to do.
Yeah.
Before coming here, I actually didn't think that pedestrians were allowed here. So our hope is that if you're flying into Sydney for the first time, had no idea that you can actually walk on this bridge, this little video can now help you, give you one activity for free to do. So hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us on this beautiful day in Sydney and got to explore the Sydney Harbour Bridge on this lovely day. On this beautiful note, we're gonna catch you guys in the
next one.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Nice to see our old friend Carnival Splendor. Alia, you got 2 in 1. Sydney Opera House
Yeah.
and
A cruise ship.
a cruise ship.